Okay, class, we're going to make a spreadsheet on how to calculate your semester one and semester two grades. And this is fairly easy, but it's going to take a little bit of time. So let's go ahead and open up a spreadsheet on Excel, just a new workbook. I'm going to choose that. I've got my workbook. Let's move. Okay, what we're going to do right now is we're going to type in the information that we want, and then we're going to do all the formatting and so forth. So let's go to here, and we're going to put semester one. Okay, and then here we're going to put Q1%, Q1 grade, Q2%, Q2 grade, exam percent, exam grade, semester 1%, and finally semester 1 grade. This is kind of how we're going to set this up. We're going to go to here right now in this particular cell, A3. Sorry, not A3, A4. And we're going to put calculation. Press return. Now there's many ways we can do this. This is the way I'm suggesting that you do it, and I think it's an easy way to do. Now we've got everything set. We got quarter 1%, quarter 1 grade, quarter 2%, quarter 2 grade, exam percent, exam grade, semester 1%, semester 1 grade. We have a second semester. So we're going to do this very simply just by highlighting all of this and copying it. And let's just come down, how many? 1, 2, 3, let's go down to 9 and paste. So now we've copied all this information from semester 1, but now we want to make this into semester 2. So we're going to put semester II. Quarter 1 now becomes quarter 3. Quarter 1 grade becomes quarter 3 grade. This becomes quarter 2 now becomes quarter 4. Exam grade. Now this would be semester 2%. Semester 2 grade. And then we're going to add to this down here. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and, well, we'll put it here. We'll put final percent and final grade. We're going to tack that on to semester 2, I think, is what we're going to do. I mean, we could put it down here, but it's not going to matter that much. Okay. Now we've kind of got this set up the way we want to set it up. And what I'm going to do right now is just to try to get everything even and so forth. Let's highlight everything here. Let's come down about to 20, highlight everything. Let's center it in the middle of the cell. Excuse me, in the vertical, and center it horizontal. So everything's centered right now, as you can see. And then I don't like this Calibri font. I like Times New Roman because I think it's a little smaller, a little easier to read. So we've got this set up now. So quarter 1 grade, quarter 2 grade, exam grade, semester 1%, semester 1 grade, 3, 4, exam, semester 2, and we've got it all set up, and we have the word calculation here. Next, what we want to do is just highlight these cells right here, all the way to here. And let's make the width of those cells about 1 inch. We want to space them out a little bit more. So let's go up to Format, Width, and let's make that 1 inch. We've made them a little bit wider now. That makes it a little bit easier for us to do. Now, what we want to do here is go in certain cells and highlight them, because that's where we're going to put the information when we go ahead and do a calculation. So right here in this cell, let's shade it. Now you can choose any color you want. I'm going to go with a green, this green here. And then we want to go to 2%, highlight that one, or fill that one I should say, and exam percent. Then we want to come down here for 3 as well, this percentage right here, this one here, and exam. And what that means is these colored cells are the ones that you're going to actually fill in information so that the spreadsheet does the calculation for you. And that's very, very important. So let's take a look at this now. Okay, so what we're going to do here is put in percentages here. So let's put in, for these percentages with these cells here, your grades. For a class, for my class, it doesn't matter what class you put it in. And I'm going to make some grades up. You can put whatever grades you want in here. Whatever your grades is, maybe for a English class or a math. I'm going to just fill my grades in for what I think. It doesn't have, your spreadsheet should not have my grades, but let's, for quarter 1, let's say the person got an 83. Okay. For quarter 2, let's say they got a 89. For the exam, let's say they did really well and got a 95. Okay. For quarter 3, let's say they've got an 89. Quarter 4, they bumped down to an 80. And on the exam, they did real well again. Let's say they got a 99. Excuse me. So now we've got our grades in. We're going to do the calculation really simple. Quarter 1 is 40% of the semester, so we're going to go to this cell here. We're going to press equals, click the cell that you want, which is B3, star 0.4, because quarter 1 is 40% of the semester, so we're going to click there and we got a 33.2. We're going to go to this cell now. Again, we're going to press in the menu bar, formula bar, this cell, star 0.4, and press return. Then we're going to go here to the exam grade here. This is a little different now. Click in this cell, equals this cell, star or times 0.2. So now we've got our calculation here. We're going to come to this cell here, which is the semester 1 percentage, and we're going to put equals sum, and I have it right here. And now you can see the parentheses here. I'm going to press the cells I want to add together. So I want to add this one, plus this one, plus this one, and press start. So when I average an 83, an 89, and a 95 based upon the percentage of 40%, 40%, and 20%, I get an 87.8. Okay. Do the same down with these cells down here as well. And so this is going to be equal this cell times 0.4. This cell equals this cell times 0.4. This cell equals this cell times 0.4. And there are my grades here. Now for my second semester, I'm going to put equals SUM. I'm going to click the most recent, and I'm going to add this one, plus this one, plus this one, press return. Whoops, there's a problem there. You can see this should be 0.2. You can see how it changed the grade right there. I saw that right away. This was over 100%. So this is 0.2, 0.4, 0.4. This one's 0.4, 0.4, 0.2. So now I've got my grades added together. Now what I want to do is for the final exam, or for the final for both semesters, I want to go ahead and click in that box and put equals, left half of the parenthesis, this cell, plus that cell, end of parentheses, slash 2, and that should give me my final grade for both semesters. And that looks about correct. Now, these cells here, these green cells, or the shaded ones, are the only ones I'm going to change grades. So if I change one of these, let's say it's a 93, everything should change, and you can see it's changing. Let's say I make this a 90. Everything is changing. Let's say I make this one here 89. Everything is changing here. So these ones here, these cells, are the ones that we're going to change when we want to change. Now, let's go ahead and take this semester here. We're going to highlight it all the way to here, and we're going to merge the cell and center. So now my semester 1 is merged and centered. Let's go with this one as well to here. Whoops, to there. This is the final, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to merge and center. Okay, so we've got that centered. Now what we want to do is highlight this to here and go up to our borders, and let's make a little table there. Let's do the same thing for here. And we've got our 2 semesters here with our little table together. We're not done yet. Now for here, we're going to go ahead and highlight this and this here. And we're going to go ahead and put borders around that as well. So this is what we've got so far. I wouldn't shade anything here for the grades because this is designating what we want to do. But we can highlight this, and maybe we can do an italics or possibly a bold. I mean, it's up to you. I'm going to do the italics. Let's do this. And we're going to italicize that. Let's go to semester 1. Let's make that bold. Let's go to semester 2. Let's make that bold. So our sheet is really coming along. Now, what we want now, this is going to be the tough part here, is getting the grade in, how the grade corresponds to this percentage. And you're going to have to go back to the assignment on Moodle, right here. And I'm in quarter 4 assignments. I'm going to scroll all the way down to this assignment, which is right here. Here is your equation that you're going to be able to cut and paste. So I'm going to highlight this equation and copy it. This is going to help me with my grade. I'm going to go back to my spreadsheet, type in this grade here, and paste. And you can see it's showing an F. Well, that's not really true because this is showing for B20, cell B20. I want it for cell B3. Okay, so I want this grade here to indicate what's in B3. So I'm going to go to this right here. And again, this is going to be B3, but it's saying B20. So I'm going to go up to here and edit, find and replace. And so I'm going to find B20 and replace it with B3. And what should happen is it should change all of the B20s to B3 in this particular cell. So let's replace all. Click OK and close. Now I want to center that as well. And maybe I want to make this in red, like that. So that would make sense. It is an A. Okay. Now if I change this grade to an 80, that should change as well. It's a B minus now. Let's go to this cell here. Again, we're going to paste that big long equation. Okay. Now this cell is D3. So again, we're going to want B20 to D3. So we're going to go up to Edit, Replace, B20 with D3. Replace all. OK. Close. And you can see we have an A minus there. Again, let's center that and put it in red. Let's go to the exam grade now. We're going to do the same thing again. Paste that big long equation, press return, go back. This cell here is F3. So we're going to replace B20 with F3. Go to Edit, Find and Replace, B20 with F3. Replace all, 13 inches, OK, and close. Let's put that in red and center it, and then finally the semester 1 grade. We're going to go ahead and do the same thing here. Paste. This cell is H3 and this is B20, so we're going to do H3. So let's go Edit, Find and Replace. So again, this was H3. Replace all. Okay. Close. Red. Center. Now what you need to do, I'm not going to do it for the rest of this particular video, but you need to do it for this cell, this cell, this cell, this cell, and that cell. Hopefully this video has been helpful to you. Make sure you save it and upload this to Moodle. If you have any questions, please let me know.